I feel like the male population might not be aware that they are fucking creepy, and women do kind of walk the world in fear of them. If you guys aren't aware of that, I do think you guys need to be aware of it. Also, you need to change the phrases that you guys are saying to people if you are aware of that, because they're not helping. Do you want some examples? Okay, cool. So I did sell one of my art pieces to a man the last few days. He's been talking to me because he wants to buy more art. Of course, I'm going to be talking to him and engaging in that. He has asked me to dinner. He then asked to go on the lake with me, and then when I negated that as well, because this is a business opportunity, this is a business fucking thing, he goes, well, I could be a serial killer. Bro, you want me to go out with you after you just said you might be a serial killer? Right, second one. I'm going up a mountain. Man and his dog is coming down the mountain. I talk to the dog. I'm like, hey, is that a doggy? Whatever. Stupid man interrupts the conversation. Hey, is that pepper spray? Yeah, it is. You know, gotta be safe. Yeah, you never know when you'll run into a guy and his dog running down a mountain. What the fuck? Brother, do I need to use it now? Or why would you say that? Okay, cool. You need another one? 3. Sitting in the back of my truck, watching the nature, doing my little crossword. Man comes up to me. Hey, are you camping here for the day? What are you doing? Just hanging out. No, just for the day. Not gonna be here for too long. Okay, cool. I'm gonna be over here. Didn't want to like step on your toes or anything. Bet. Get the fuck over there then. Parks his car over there, settles up or whatever. Gets in his car and he's driving this way. I decide to leave, so I'm driving past him. He then stops his car, rolls down his window, just asks for some suggestions about like what's around the corner, like he can't drive himself. And then I tell him, and then he goes, oh, I didn't mean to scare you away. I wasn't fucking scared until you said that kind of scary thing. And then after that said, I think I've seen you online. You post online? I think I've seen you online. Brother, are you asking me if I'm a sex worker or something? Because that's the energy I got, and no. No offense, no fucking hate or anything, but no. Also, do you ask that to people after you just said I scared you away? Are you fucking kidding me? What in your fucking mind made you think that that would make anybody comfortable or not want to go,
This is why guys have stopped talking and approaching women, because now you never know you're going to meet one of these who make up headcanons about how the interaction went, because honestly all these interactions sound pretty normal, and I really don't think it was so much the phrases, but that they weren't attractive. Like the first guy who's trying to buy your art, I guess that can be considered the weirdest, but if he was attractive you wouldn't care if he told you he was a straight up serial killer, and we know this because there was an experiment on Tinder where there was a fake profile made with an attractive guy who literally told the women he rapes kids, and pretty much all of them were still fine meeting up. So we all know you don't think it's weird because he said that. It's weird because he said it while not being attractive. On the second interaction, he probably only said that because he had the mace practically pointed at him, and he was just making a joke about how non-threatening the situation is. Yet you were already treating him like he was going to do something. You created that situation by making the mace visible and ready to go. So if anything, you're the weird one here. And our last example is the worst one yet, because that is a very extremely normal interaction, especially between campers. You simply ask if you're using that spot, and then on your way out, ask if there's anything interesting in that area, and then made a little small talk asking if maybe you've seen you online, which is all very normal and nothing weird about it, since most people have an online presence. And if you relate to must be prawn, it says more about you and the way women use the internet than anything he could have said. But this is exactly why guys have just stopped talking to women, because you never know which one's going to make up all these weird headcans about how these all normal reactions went. And I'm willing to bet all the commonality between all these interactions, besides all the normalcy, is that the guy wasn't attractive. Because in that first example, she would have went on that vacation island with that guy trying to buy her shitty art. Women love free vacations, regardless if he's a serial killer or not. And the other two were just very plain normal interactions. Basically so normal that almost not even worth talking about. That's why I should have come up with all these weird narratives about him. None of these guys made you fear for your life or creeped you out. The only thing they did was not be attractive to you, and they dared talk or ask you out. But the great news for her is those days are coming to an end, because all these guys are learning and just moving to AI. So the world of fear you think you live in is about to be replaced by a world of loneliness, and you only have your attitude and these weird made up interactions to blame.